middle. Swing and a miss by the batter, Patrick Petrillo. Swing and a miss for pitch number 2. Petrillo down 0-2 quickly. Marshfield hosting the Harbormen of Hingham on a Wednesday afternoon in the Patriot League. Fanasu with an 0-2 count. Has his first strikeout, 3 pitches, 3 strikes. Jack Afanasu underway with a strikeout to Petrillo. Nice way to begin. Get a ball high. This is John Volpe. He's a junior from Hingham at the plate. Big swing and a miss there from Volpe. Count of 1-1 with 1 out. Hingham comes into this one with a record of 3-3 overall, 2-3 within the league. Marshfield still seeking its first victory, having dropped their first 5 games. Beautiful afternoon here. Umpire having an issue with the Hingham bench.
Let's go, Blue!
And not sure, we're out in the outfield, so it's hard to pick up what exactly is going on. He had to move some of the equipment that was standing out in foul territory into the dugout. And now he's going to settle back in behind the plate. 1-1 count, 1 out. Just underway, first inning. Patriot League matchup between Hingham and the home Rams of Marshfield. Afanasu, after that delay, looks in. Right-handed deals. Ball down in the dirt.
Go 2-1.
Get a ball outside. Count goes to 3-1. On deck for Hingham is Laeth, Matt Laeth. And we got a swing and miss. Got a swing and just fouled back to the screen. Count goes full, 3-2. Payoff pitch on the way. Fanasu. Off-speed pitch is high. It's going to be a walk, so a 2-out walk.
Count 3.
1-out walk, rather. I apologize. So this is Laeth. He's playing left field today. The man on first. In the body of Volpe, just walked. Fanasu into the stretch. Ball low and outside. Got a ball with his hit Laeth. That's going to send runners to first and second. Laeth hit by a pitch. Batter now for Hingham is Rizzo. Mike Rizzo steps to the mound. 1 out, 2 men on. A little bit of trouble early for Fanasu after a walk and a hit batsman. Struck out his first batter. That one's going to go to the screen, and both runners are going to skip up a base. Going from bad to worse here. Runners at second and third with one out early. Marshfield defense in the infield. We'll set for you right after this pitch.
Go 2-1. Go slow. And up the field, let's go.
Rizzo stands in, ball low, not going to help him. Second and third, runner skips down the third base line, get a base on balls. So that's going to load him up with one out here in the early stages. Got a conference at the mound, try and settle a fantasy down. He's got one out. That was the first batter of the game. Since then, we've had 2 walks and a hit batsman. Loaded up the bases. This is Andrew Mcgowan stepping in. Mcgowan will be playing shortstop today for Hingham.
Go 2-1.
Bases loaded, one out, nowhere to put him. Mcgowan at the plate, right-hander. Ken on deck. Get a called strike on the outside corner. One, bases loaded, ball low. Good stop there by the catcher. Just light breeze blowing from left to right. There's a ball that's launched into the gap. That's going to get down and get some runs in. Good throw in by Murphy. 2 runs in for Hingham. Off a long single for Mcgowan. 2 RBIs for Mcgowan. So a single for Mcgowan. Brings Volpe and Leif around. And Rizzo still on.
Yeah, it's on Marshfield Community Television. You can actually access it on the Facebook page or on the website. I'm not sure about YouTube. I think YouTube will usually upload them when they're finished. Yeah, specifically tell them to look up Marshfield Community Television. Yeah, no problem.
It's also on the Facebook page, on the Marshfield Community Television Facebook page.
Yeah, no problem.
The batter is St. Ange for Hingham. Mcgowan's on first. Ken on second.
What?
Count goes to 2-1. 1 out. 2 runs in. Runners at first and second. Swing and a miss. Evens the count at 2-2. Runner Ken takes a long lead off a second. A called strike. That's second strikeout of the inning. Big strikeout there.
Down, cut 4.
2 outs, 2 on. So Fanasu trying to work his way out of a jam here. He's got 2 outs, 2 men on, 2 runs in the first, top of the first. Here's a ball that's launched just on the outside of the infield grass. Sheehan's under it. He's going to bring that one down. Patrick Sheehan squeezes that for the 3rd out. So Hingham's going to leave 2 men on.
MCTV's coverage of Marshfield High School athletics is proudly presented by Great Point.
We're back for the bottom of the first inning for Marshfield High. Hingham jumps out to a 2-0 lead in the top of the first off of a 2-run single from Mcgowan. And the Rams will look to answer now. Pitcher for Hingham today is going to be Declan Flynn. He's a senior. Patrick Sheehan steps in for the Rams, shortstop. Spark plug at the top of the lineup, looking to make something happen early. So Flynn against Sheehan. Two nothing Hingham. Ball high, first pitch for Hingham. Got Nolan at first base, Volpe at second. Got ball high, 2-0 to Sheehan. Cooley on deck. Mcgowan playing short today. Bobby Falvey at third for Hingham. Set the outfield after this. Here's a ball low in the dirt. The count goes to 3-0. Sheehan, smart hitter, will know what to do with a 3-0 count. And a ball high. That's going to be a base on ball. Sheehan will take his place down at first base. So a good start. One man up, one man on. The outfield for Hingham today is St. Ange and right field. Got Petrillo in center. And Matt Layoff is in left. Sheehan with a fairly sizable lead on first. Just extends it a little bit before the pitch. Pitch is down in the dirt. Sheehan's going to stay right where he is. Harry Cooley, third baseman. He's a junior. Sheehan on first. Got a called strike on the outside corner there. 1-1. Nobody on. Nobody out, one on. Sheehan is on. Flynn deals, looks in from the stretch. There's a ball that's launched out to the outfield. It's going to jump right in between the left fielder and the shortstop for a single. So 2 men up, 2 base runners on. Good start for the Rams. And that's going to bring Dylan Murphy to the plate. He's playing center field today. Sheehan on second. Cooley on first. Murphy at the plate. And foul that goes out of play. Murphy playing center field today. Tough luck loser last week in a good pitching effort against Whitman Hanson. Ball high, 1-1. 2-0 Hingham. Early stages here. My man Dylan to my left on the camera. Got Heather back in the studio. What could go wrong? And there's a ball that's swung and headed to the backstop. Catcher makes had a chance but couldn't make the play. So just a little pop strike there from Murphy. Counts at 1-2. Declan Flynn looking to get his first out of the inning. He's got 2 men on. Here's a ball high. Count now at 2-2. Sheehan with a big lead. No, pitcher steps off the rubber, takes a look back, shortens Sheehan's lead. Harry Cooley. A few steps off of first. Murphy takes a look at a ball outside. Count goes to 3-2. Oh, he got rung up with a low pitch there. Oof. That looked like a ball. Must be the angle. All right, so 2 men on, 1 out. Situation improves for the pitcher Flynn. Got O'Reilly taking a look at strike 1. Riley's catching today. Ball high. Count evens at 1-1. 1 down, 2 men on. There's a ball put in play. It's going to find its way to the shortstop, who's going to send it over to second, but not in time. Harry Cooley found his way down there. Bases loaded now for the Rams. Good opportunity. Harry Cooley made his way down to second. Just gets in before the ball reached for the force. So an infield single for Riley. Sheehan's on third. Riley on first. Bases loaded with one out. Rams look to answer. This is Pellegrino. Takes a look at a ball. 1-1 with one out. Pellegrino playing first today. He takes a swing, and that's going to go off and out of play. Jacob Nolan takes a look at that one as it goes out of play. He's playing first for Hingham today. Flynn trying to work his way out of a one-out jam. Bases loaded. Pellegrino looks. Ball up above his head. Count goes to 2-2. Big pitch here. And he fouls that one back to the screen. 2-2. We'll stay there. Pellegrino hanging in there with a count at 2-2. Bases loaded. One out. Pitch. And Flynn steps off the rubber. Takes a look back at second. Nobody moving one way or the other. Gonna have to focus on the batter with a 2-2 count to Pellegrino. Big lead off of first for Riley. There's a ball behind the batter. Pellegrino is going to bring the count to 3-2. Bases loaded, nowhere to put him. It's Grindle on deck for the Rams. There's a ball that's hit. Going to probably find its way out of play. Being pursued. Yep. Good hustle there again by Jacob Nolan, also by Jonathan St. Ange from Hingham. Ball reached the stands. Count remains 3-2. Pellegrino looks down. Grindle on deck. Your runners Sheehan, Cooley, and Riley. Pellegrino ducks on the pond. Counts 3-2. There's a ball that's going to be put in play to the shortstop. It's going to go right past the shortstop and into left field. That's going to bring one run home, 2 runs home. We're tied at 2. So an error by the shortstop. Brings 2 runs home. Cooley came home. Sheehan came home. We're tied at 2 with 1 out in the first inning. Riley ended up on third. Got a conference at the mound. Gives us a chance to catch up here. So Pellegrino battled hard, put a ball in play, just skipped up on the shortstop. So Mcgowan had a 2-run RBI, and now he's got a 2-run error. And tough hop right at the end, went up over his glove and into left field. 2 runs come around to score, tying the game at 2. Got action in the Hingham bullpen early here. That's Ryan Devine down in the bullpen in case they need him. So 1 out, runners at first and third. This is Grindle. Got a called strike. 0-1. Pellegrino at first. Riley at third. Ball just outside. Flynn looks in, winds, and throws. You got a ball that's just foul right up the line. In between the bag and third base coach and head baseball coach Bill Battis. Hardest working man in show business, the athletic director here at Marshfield High. He's everywhere. There's got to be more than one of them. Hustling down to get the foul ball from Grindle. Flynn winds. Ball, it was a little bit high, going to be launched into the parking lot, just narrowly missing a car. 1-2's the count with one out. Got a called strike on the outside. That's going to sit Grindle down. So 2 outs. Runners on first and third. Flynn looks in, ball high. Got a ball up high and runner's going to come down. Throw to the plate, play at the plate. He is safe. Catcher protests. Pitcher turns around, walks back to the round. Good aggressive base running from Riley, who was coming the whole way once it went to the screen. The Rams now with a 3-2 lead in the first inning. Andrew Guilfoyle stands in at the plate. Got a 2-0 count. One runner aboard now on second. Left-handed batter looking to extend the inning. Guilfoyle takes a look at a ball. Oh, called strike. It's got to be the angle we have here. 2-2 with 2 outs. Guilfoyle launches one foul. It's going to get out of play. To the left-hand side. Keeping himself alive. He's got Pellegrino on second. Taking a big wide lead on second with 2 outs. He'll be going on contact. And there's another foul ball. Going to find its way out of play. Guilfoyle's battling here. Flynn's had to throw a lot of pitches in this first inning. Guilfoyle. He's going to launch one into the gap, but Petrillo's right there to make the catch. Hard hit ball. Patrick Petrillo steps in under it. So a long fly ball out to center field is how that one will end, and we leave a runner on first base. After one inning of play, it's Marshfield 3 and Hingham 2. Thank you for joining us on Marshfield Community Television. We'll be right back with you for the second inning.
MCTV's coverage of Marshfield High School athletics is proudly presented by Breakpoint.
Did you say, like regular baseball has like 9 innings?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So softball was 7, I think, right?
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
Now my only job is to figure out who the catcher is.
I have no idea.
It's either Grindle or Riley. I think it's Grindle. I'll be able to find out. If he turns around, I'll be able to find out. We're back for the second inning. Hingham comes to the plate. This will be Jacob Nolan. He's a senior, playing first base today for the Harbormen. 3-2 after one inning. Jack Afanasu on the mound. Umpire again, and making sure that the Hingham players are in their dugout. He does not want anybody in foul territory. It's not making him popular. So Nolan, first baseman, stands in, lefty batter. Afanasu deals, ball low. Connor Stanley on deck for Hingham. One and one. Umpire hearing it about his strike selection. So Afanasu dealing. And we get a called strike. He's not making folks happy. Well, the count is full. And now we got a ball that's going to be hit right at the second baseman. Sullivan's able to turn and throw out Nolan for one out. So the umpire is, it wasn't me that was just questioning his strike zones. So Connor Stanley, left-handed batter, steps in with one out, top of the second. There's a swing and a ball that's hit off of his foot, apparently. Stanley lofts one. It's going to get down. It's going to be foul. Bobby Picarion in hot pursuit of that one. Hard hit ball, lands foul. Connor Stanley remains in the batter's box with 2 strikes on him. 1 out. Hingham trailing by 1. Top of the second. Jackafanasu deals. And there's a ball that's hit out to left field. And put away by Guilfoyle. Andrew Guilfoyle with the putout. Second of the inning. Stanley goes down F7. Fanasu now pitching with 2 outs. This is Petrillo, leadoff batter. He struck out looking his first time up. Takes a look at a called strike. Takes a look at strike 2. 0-2, 2 outs. Fanasu settling in. Pitching with a lot more confidence this inning. Had to scuffle through that first inning. Made his way through. He's a strike away from getting through this one. Ball down in the dirt. Wind in the pitch. Ball that's low. Strike 3. Called 2 strikeouts for Petrillo. And 2 at bats. Both of the looking variety. And that's how the top of the second's going to end. 3 up, 3 down. Rams take a 3-2 lead into their bottom half of the second inning. We'll be back with more action from Marshfield High School on Marshfield Community Television.
MCTV's coverage of Marshfield High School athletics is proudly presented by Breakpoint.
Bottom of the second inning, Bobby Picarion going to step in. He's playing right field. He's a senior. He'll be followed by Sam Sullivan, second baseman. That's how we'll start this bottom of the second. Rams with a 3-2 lead. Got a new pitcher for Hingham. It's going to be Ryan Devine. He's a senior, replacing Declan Flynn. Got a pitch inside, nearly hits Picarion. Sullivan on deck. And a ball inside, 2-0. Another ball inside, 3-0. 3 pitches, 3 balls from the relief pitcher, Ryan Devine. Picarion looking at 3-0. And that's going to be a base on balls. Picarion heads down to first. Sam Sullivan steps in with a runner on first, nobody out. Sheehan steps into the on-deck circle. Get a ball. Picarion with the lead off first. Sullivan takes a look at a strike. Count evens at 1-1. Picarion stepping just to the cutout. Throw down to get him. He's back in plenty of time. Nolan holds the tag. Sullivan. Looking at 1-2. Another throw over. Just back. Nolan unable to hold on to the throw. Just bobbles out of the glove. Devine. Senior pitcher. Stepping in here in the second inning. Swing and a miss. He's got his first strikeout of the afternoon. Sullivan down on strikes. That's going to bring Patrick Sheehan to the plate. He walked his first time up, walked and came around to score. First run of the game for the Rams. Sheehan's a senior. Picarion, lead off of first. And ball put in play down to the shortstop, who's going to throw all the way over to first, and he's got him. And there's a ball goes into the outfield, but Picarion's not gonna chance it. First baseman threw down to second to double up Picarion, and Picarion's back in time to throw it into the outfield, nicely covered up there by Leif in left field for Hingham. 2 down now. Picarion stands on second. This is Cooley, the third baseman. He singled his first time up. Came around to score the second run of the game. There's a ball that's going to hit the screen, and Picarion's going to take a wide turn at third. So a loud ball 1 to Harry Cooley, the third baseman. Cooley takes a look. He's going to launch a ball right at the third baseman, put away nicely there by Bobby Falvey. Cooley lines out. That's how the third inning comes to an end.
MCTV's coverage of Marshfield High School athletics is proudly presented by Breakpoint.
We're back for the top of the third inning. Marshfield with a 3-2 lead over the visiting Harbormen of Hingham. Jack Afanasu out there for the third inning. Had a good second inning, set the Harbormen down in order. This is Volpe steps to the plate. John Volpe. He's playing second base today. His first time up, he had a walk and came around to score the first Hingham run of the game. Afanasu deals, ball it ends up at the screen. So 1 ball, no strikes. Five runs in the first between the two teams, no runs in the second. We're on top of the third. Afanasu looks in, another ball low. 2-0 to Volpe. Pellegrino at first, Sullivan at second, Sheehan at short, and Cooley at third. That's your infield defense. Fanasu, I thought he got a strike there, but the count goes to 3-0. Strike zone remains a mystery. 3 innings in for everybody. There's a pitch outside, and we get a second walk of the afternoon for Volpe. So leadoff walk. It's going to bring Laif to the plate. Matt Laif, he's a senior, playing left field today. Volpe on first. Get Ken in the on-deck circle. Fanasu, there's a ball that's launched deep. Guilfoyle taking a look, take a couple steps back. He puts it away. Ball hit about 300. Long fly out. Guilfoyle got a good jump on it, settled in under it. It's a loud fly ball to the left fielder, Andrew Guilfoyle. This is going to be Ken at the plate. He's got a runner headed down to second. Volpe's in there safely. Throws a little high. Volpe's got a stolen base. Down to second he goes. Ken walked his first time up. So runner on second represents a tying run with 1 out. Ken at the plate. This is Rizzo. I apologize. It's Rizzo. The ball that headed back towards the screen. Catcher tried to make the play. Bellied out for it, unable to come up. So Rizzo gets a new life. Rizzo walked his first time up. Then he had a pinch runner that was Ken. Rizzo's a senior. Takes a look at a ball low. Nice stop. Volpe on second. Fanasu deals. Ball gonna go out of play. Count full, 3-2 with 1 out. Batter steps out. Got something in his eye. Count full. Here's a ball that's launched. Going to be taken by the center fielder. Murphy comes running in to make the second out of the inning. 2 down. No advancement by the runner. This is Mcgowan at the plate. He had a single and 2 RBIs. So his first time up. He's got a potential RBI on second base with 2 outs. Fanasu looking to work his way through a 3rd inning here. Takes a look back at the runner. Sullivan cheating in from second. Here's a ball that's ripped to center field, and Murphy's going to put that away. So 2 putouts for Dylan Murphy. Solid defense in center field. Fanasu gets the last 3 in order after giving up a leadoff walk. That's how we'll end the top of the 3rd with a man left on second base after 2.5. It's Marshfield 3, Hingham 2. Thanks for joining us on Marshfield Community Television.
MCTV's coverage of Marshfield High School athletics is proudly presented by Breakpoint.
Ryan Devine steps in for his second inning of pitching here. Bottom of the 3rd for the Rams. Dylan Murphy steps to the plate. Your center fielder had 2 putouts in the top half of the inning. Takes a look at ball 1 up high. He struck out looking his first time up. Takes a look at... Looks like a ball, so it's 2-0. Here's a ball low. 3-0. You get a strike right down the middle there. 3-1. Murphy taking the whole way. He's got Riley in the on-deck circle. Here's a ball that's launched just in between the second base and picked up by the right fielder, Jonathan St. Ange. 1 down, fly to right. This is Riley that steps in for the Rams. He had a single and came around to score his first time up. There's a ball high. The ball inside, 2-0. Devine, senior pitcher, looks in. Got a called strike low at the knees. 2-1. High leg kick, and this ball that's launched to center field. That's going to drop. So a hard hit single. And Riley's aboard with his second hit of the day. It'll be Pellegrino that comes to bat for the Rams. He got on an error on the shortstop his first time around. Dylan Pellegrino playing first base today. 1 on, 1 out. Rams with a 3-2 lead in the bottom half of the third inning. Patriot League action, varsity baseball coming at you today from Marshfield High, hosting the Harbormen of Hingham. Ball thrown over. Not much of a lead there from Riley. See what he does on this one. After getting a look at the move from Devine. He's got a sizable lead. Ball down the dirt, scooped up by the catcher. Got a 2-0 count. 1 out, 1 on. Here's a ball that's popped up right at the pitcher. He calls for it. Doesn't have to step off the mound. So 2 outs. Pellegrino, the pop out to the pitcher. This will be Grindle. Comes to the plate. Riley Grindle. He's a junior. A called strike. So Devine. The ball high. Riley still on first base with 2 outs. Grindle at the plate. Here's a ball that's put in play to the third baseman. He's going to make the long throw over and gets him with plenty of time. Grindle's down 5-3. No runs, second inning of no run ball for Devine. And that's going to wrap up 3 innings of play here from Marshfield. After 3, it's Marshfield 3, Hingham 2. We'll be right back with the 4th inning. Thanks for joining us.
MCTV's coverage of Marshfield High School athletics is proudly presented by Breakpoint.
We move to the top of the fourth inning. Jackafanasu back out on the mound. 3-2 lead for Marshfield. St. Ange at the plate for Hingham. He takes a look at a called strike on the outside corner. He struck out his first time up. Top of the fourth inning. Got a ball. Counts 1-1. Fanasu with the pitch. Swing and a miss by St. Ange. It's 1-2. A swing and a miss, and St. Ange is down on strikes for the second time today. One down for Jackafanasu. Settling into a nice groove here. Had a scuffle through a 2-run first inning, but has been shutting him out since. This is Falvey. On right now. So Falvey looks in. He flew out to the shortstop his first time up. Fanasu takes a look in. Count goes to 2-0. Yeah, you got a called strike. 2-2. One out here. Top of the fourth. Ball down low. 3-1. Falvey. He's not going to chase. He gets on a walk. A one-out walk to Bobby Falvey. He's going to bring Nolan to the plate. This is Jacob Nolan. His first time up. Grounded out to the second baseman, Sullivan. Falvey aboard. Fanasu. Looking in. Pitching from the stretch. Going to throw over. Not much of a lead there by Falvey. Nolan puts down a bunt that's going to stay fair. Nice play right there at first base. Oh, he's saying he took him off the bag, so successful sacrifice there. So the throw took Pellegrino off the bag. So Nolan aboard, Falvey aboard. Two on, one out. This brings Stanley to the plate. He hit a long fly ball to left field his first time up. He took a look at a ball outside. Falvey at first. Nolan's on first. Falvey on second. Swing and a miss. Count evens at 1-1 with one out. Ball low. Good job by the catcher to keep that one in front of him. Stanley at the plate. Looks in, swings and makes contact. Ball hit right to Sullivan. Throws to shortstop for one. Successful double play. Nice turn there by Patrick Sheehan. Oh, I apologize. He's safe at first. We got 2 outs. Runners at first and third. Fielder's choice. Stanley just able to avoid hitting into a double play. This will be Petrillo. He's going to bunt and successfully puts down a bunt that ties this game. Sneaky little bunt there. 2 outs, runner coming from third the whole way. Petrillo gets down the bunt and an RBI. Infield hit off of that bunt single. Scores the runner Falvey. Got Stanley on second base. Petrillo on first. 2 outs. Go ahead run. And swing. It's a foul ball. Now back at plate. Tough seeing here. Got the bases loaded. So Battis out to speak to the pitcher of Fanasu. Another infield hit. That one off the bat of Volpe. 3-3. The batter is Leif, playing left field today for Hingham. He flew out to left field his first time up. Got bases loaded with 2 outs, 3-3. It's a ball outside. Fanasu trying to work his way out of this one without any further damage. 1 run in this inning, ties the game up at 3. Bases loaded. Leif at the plate. There's a swing and a long ball. It's going to be a foul ball. Ends up being a long strike. Guilfoyle with the signal. Couldn't get to it, but was there in time to see that it was foul. So a long strike evens the count at 1-1 with 2 outs. There's going to be a called strike. Sneaky little pitch from Fanasu, effective. 1-2, bases loaded, tie game 3-3. Top of the 4th. Count goes to 2-2. Two outs, bases loaded. There's a ball that's launched right towards us. Picarion trying to settle under it. And that's the 3rd out. Long fly ball out to right field. Leaves 3 men on. After 3.5, it's Hingham 3, Marshfield 3. We'll be right back for the bottom of the 4th. Thanks for joining us on Marshfield Community Television.
MCTV's coverage of Marshfield High School athletics is proudly presented by Breakpoint.
Dom and neighbor. Oh, okay. I just asked him 2 days ago when his next game was hard on the.
You know how that is, right? Yeah, he's definitely not in the lineup so far.
Yeah, my neighbor from Hingham would tell me.
It's still 3-3. It's 3-3, you said earlier? Yeah. Let me check. It is 5:42. You're a minute off.
Going to go to the bottom of the 4th inning here in a 3-3 game. Tight matchup between the Rams of Marshfield, today hosting the Harbmen of Hingham. Andrew Guilfoyle steps up to the plate. He's playing left field today. Takes a look at a high ball 1. Guilfoyle flew out to center his first time up. Count evens at 1-1. Guilfoyle, lefty batter, takes a look at ball 2. Another ball outside. Count goes to 3-1. Guilfoyle looking to get aboard here, get something started. Game tied at 3. Here's a ball that's lifted, chased by Falvey, got close to the fence. Ball hit the glove and popped out. So Guilfoyle gets another life. Count goes to 3-2. Full count to Guilfoyle. Ball down the dirt. We get a leadoff runner on a base on balls. Guilfoyle steps down. It'll be Picarion next. Bobby Picarion, the senior's playing right field today, as he's prone to do. Runner on first. So Picarion got just a tiny piece of that ball. Catcher jumped out quickly. Rizzo able to make the throw down to in any event, Guilfoyle remains on first base. Picarion's out. This will be Sullivan, Sam Sullivan. Quick throw over. Guilfoyle back in plenty of time. Sam Sullivan, second baseman. Struck out his first time up today. Takes a swing. 0-1 to Sullivan. And we'll go to the top of the order with Sheehan after Sullivan. Quick throw over again. Guilfoyle back in time. Sneaky little move by Ryan Devine. Little slide step. Here's a ball that's hit down to third base. Falvey comes up throwing. Gets the runner at first. Sullivan protests. Sullivan's out. Nice play by Bobby Falvey, the third baseman. Sullivan goes down 5-3. This is Sheehan at the plate. Runner on second is Guilfoyle. He's got a big lead. Second baseman cheating in. Big swing and a miss from Sheehan. 3-3 game, bottom of the fourth inning. 2 outs, 0-1. Ball high, count evens at 1-1. Big run on second base. Guilfoyle running on contact. There's a ball low. Counts at 2-1. There's a ball that's launched out to left field. Gonna be put away by Matt Laif. So Ryan Devine's perfect since he came into the game in the second inning. Perfect in terms of not giving up any runs. Game is tied at 3 after 4 complete. We'll come back for the 5th inning. Thanks for joining us on Marshfield Community Television.
MCTV's coverage of Marshfield High School athletics is proudly presented by Breakpoint.
New pitcher in the game. We're back for the top of the 5th inning. New pitcher in for the Rams. Jacofanisu has been replaced by Papura. Louis Papura, he's a senior. So he'll come into a 3-3 game. Fanasu worked 4 innings, gave up 3 runs. Has a couple words with the catcher, Riley. And this is going to be Mike Rizzo stepping in for Hingham. Top of the 5th, tie game. Expected a tight one. That's what we've got. Mcgowan on deck. Ball low in the dirt. So Rizzo. Swing and a miss. Count even. 1-1. If the lineup holds, it'll be Rizzo, Mcgowan, and St. Ange. Big looping curveball for a called strike. 1-2. Papura, senior, winds. Short windup. Called strike. That's strike 3. So Rizzo's down on strikes. I was wondering what the delay was. This is Mcgowan, comes to the plate. He singled and flew to center. Had 2 RBIs in the first inning with that single. So he steps in. Now we've got the conversation between the Hingham coach and the home plate umpire. Umpire has taken his share of questions this afternoon. Papura with a strikeout to start his afternoon. This is Mcgowan. Won't offer there. 1-0. 1 out. 3-3. Papura. Short windup. He's going to hit the batter. Mcgowan's going to head down to first base, representing what could be the go-ahead run in the top of the 5th inning. Hit by pitch, 1 out. This will be St. Ange. Comes to the plate. 1 out, 1 on. Right fielder, Jonathan St. Ange, a junior, St. Ange. Papura takes a look over at the runner on first. Comes quickly to the plate. Nice stop there by Riley. Keeps the ball in front of him. Mcgowan stands on first base. St. Ange has struck out in his 2 previous bats versus a Fanasu. This is Papura. Winds, throws. Here's a ball that's hit to the second baseman, Sheehan. He looks to second, gets that one, and Sullivan's going to wisely hold on. And the Sheehan arguing with the baser who's called him safe. Bill Battis going to come out and talk to the base umpire. Sheehan was sure he had it. He's saying Sullivan didn't stay on the bag. Patrick Sheehan in on the conversation. Not going to change the call. Pretty critical time to have a bad play, bad call. Ball was there in plenty of time. Calling him safe. Play remains safe. Got runners in first and second. Now they're saying, there's no runner on second. They called him out. So the runner at first is safe. Unbelievable. Anyway, we've got 2 outs. The force was correct. St. Ange at first. Picarion looking to work himself out of just the tiniest bit of a jam at the moment. This is Falvey at the plate. He's the third baseman. He's popped out to shortstop. He walked his last time up and came around to score the third run of the game for Hingham. Ball goes to the screen. And St. Ange is stopping somewhere between second and third. And he's going to head back to second base. Got to go get his helmet. Calls time. Apologize for the confusion on the second out. I think everybody on the field was confused as the signal at second was initially a safe call and eventually somehow miraculously call was overturned. So there's 2 outs. Tie ball game. Now a runner on second to the wild pitch. Runner takes off. He's going to steal third. Harry Cooley thinks he had him. Says he held on to the ball the whole way. So, count 1-0, 2 outs. St. Ange steals third. Go-ahead run on third base with 2 outs. Takes a long walk down the line. Got a ball that's going to be rifled in for a single, and that's going to score the runner. So an RBI single for Bobby Falvey. Falvey on first base. Nolan at the plate. Hingham now with a 4-3 lead. Jacob Nolan today grounded out to the second baseman. Got on an error his second time up. Left-handed batter, swings and misses. Two outs. Falvey on first. No throw down to second. Falvey steals second. Count is 1-2 according to the scoreboard. Umpire never really signaled. Falvey standing on second. 4-3 Hingham. Top of the fifth. 1-2 the count. Falvey big lead off a second. Nice stop there from Riley. Count even at 2-2. There's a ball kept Riley able to keep in front of him. Got a full count. 2 outs. Falvey on second. He'll be going. Papar's got to focus on the matter at the plate right now, which is Jacob Nolan. Full count. And he's called strike low. Consistently inconsistent. So big strikeout there for Louis Papura. Marshfield gives up 1 run. And after 4.5 innings, it's Hingham 4, Marshfield 3. We'll be right back. Thanks for joining us on Marshfield Community Television.
MCTV's coverage of Marshfield High School athletics is proudly presented by Breakpoint.
As we come back for the bottom of the 5th inning, Hingham just jumped out to a 4-3 lead. We had been tied at 3. Rams will look to even it up in their bottom half of the 5th. Harry Cooley steps in against Ryan Devine, who since coming in the second inning has been pitching a shutout. He's had 3 innings of no runs. Takes a look into Cooley. Cooley takes a look at a ball high. Count goes to 2-0. Cooley lined out to the third baseman his last time up. He singled and scored a run in the first inning. Counts 3-0. Looking to become the leadoff base runner, and he is. Harry Cooley flies down to first base. Base on balls. It's the 3rd walk given up by the pitcher, Ryan Devine, and now we get a conference at the mound. Coach Niles coming out to talk to the pitcher, who's given them 3 quality innings up until now, and he's going to step off the mound. We're going to have a new pitcher. Comes off to a nice hand. Pitched well. 3 complete. Faced 1 batter here in the bottom of the 5th, and Harry Cooley finds himself on first base. And the new pitcher for Hingham is going to be John Volpe, who'll step in from second base. We'll see how the lineup changes. So Volpe continues to warm up. Looks like it'll be Connor Stanley maybe that's moving out to second base. We'll tell you in a second when he turns around. Yeah, it's Connor Stanley. will be playing second. So Dylan Murphy going to be the first to step in versus the new pitcher, Volpe. Potential tying run on first base in the body of Harry Cooley. The called strike low. Murphy is struck out and flied to right field. Murphy hits the ball, and it's going to sneak through for a single. St. Ange comes up throwing. Runners at first and second with nobody out. And that's going to bring Riley to the plate. Colin Riley, he's catching today. He's been a busy guy behind the plate defensively. He struck out looking his first time up, and I take that back. That was Murphy. He singled and came around to score his first time up. He singled his second time up. So 2 for 2 today for Colin Riley. He's got 2 men aboard. Marshfield trailing by 1 run in the 5th inning. He takes a look at ball high. Cooley on second. Murphy on first. Hingham still looking to get their first put out of the inning. It's 1-0. Count evens at 1-1. Volpe throws. Late swing there by Riley. 1-2. Nobody out. 2 men aboard. Cooley stepping off a second. Got a ball up high around the eyes of Colin Riley. You got a called strike there, and that's going to be strike 3. Nobody has been able to figure out this strike zone all day. So this is Pellegrino, first baseman. 1 out, 2 men aboard. Big swing and a miss from Pellegrino. He got on an error by the shortstop his first time up. He popped out to the pitcher his second time up. So 2 men aboard. Marshfield trailing by 1, bottom of the 5th. It's a called strike outside. There's a ball that's going to evade the first baseman, and that's going to get Cooley rounding third. Little bobble in the outfield by St. Ange. Murphy sliding into third. He's going to be safe. We got a tie ball game at 4-4. Clutch hitting from Pellegrino. Dylan Pellegrino with a clutch RBI single. Scores Cooley. Cooley scores his second run of the game. Big single there for Pellegrino. Dylan Murphy, solid base running, took the turn at second, didn't hesitate, slid into third, first and third. Going to be Riley Grindle stepping in at the plate. Going to get a runner for Pellegrino. And that runner will be going to be Christian Sheehy. Sophomore steps in to run. He'll be at first base. Murphy on third. Christian Sheehy into the game here in the bottom of the 5th. Runs for Pellegrino, who just had a big single. This is Grindle. Throw over to first base. Complimentary throw. Grindle is struck out looking, and he grounded out to the third baseman his second time at bat. He swings a little bit late. Foul ball back to the screen. 0-1. Riley Grindle. He's a junior. Murphy on third. Here's a ball that's launched. That's going to be out of play. Somehow avoids the cars. Oh, 2 the count. 1 down, 1 run in on the inning. It's 4-4. Bottom of the 5th inning. Pitcher steps off, bluffs to third, bluffs to first. No throw was made. Volpe throws to first. Concerned with Sheehan, who just came in as a pinch runner for Pellegrino, who had the big single to drive in the tying run. Grindle again, looking in. Got to protect the plate. He swings and misses. Runner goes. He'll scamper down. So we got a strikeout and a stolen base. 2 outs. So Grindle down on strikes. Sheehan gets credit for a stolen base. This is Guilfoyle at the plate. Takes a look at ball 1. Runners at second and third. Guilfoyle takes a swing and a miss. Count evens at 1-1. Andrew Guilfoyle swings and connects, and that's going to be out of play over to the left side. Guilfoyle alive. 1-2, 2 outs. 2 runners in place for him at second and third. Murphy and Sheehan. Volpe on in relief, looking to pitch himself out of a jam. And they got a ball outside. 1-2. Should Guilfoyle get on, but Picarion is on deck. Volpe with the pitch. And he's going to ring him up. A called third strike on the outside corner. Umpire has to have dinner reservation. That's how the 2 runners are going to be left on base. So 3 strikeouts in the inning by Volpe. And we've played 5 complete. Rams pick up a run in that one. It's 4-4 after 5 innings. Stick with us for an exciting ending in this Patriot League varsity baseball game between Marshfield and Hingham on Marshfield Community Television.
MCTV's coverage of Marshfield High School athletics is proudly presented by Breakpoint.
Go to the top of the 6th inning. Louis Papura stays in for a second inning of work in relief of Jack Afanasu. 4-4 game. Connor Stanley at the plate. He's a senior. Stanley is flown out to left field and had a fielder's choice, shortstop to second in the 4th inning. Quinn Sullivan has come into the game. He's playing right field. Papura offers and got a foul ball back to the screen. Top of the 6th inning here from Marshfield High. 0-2 to Stanley. Papura, short windup, throws, and ball put in play. Gonna slow roll it to Sullivan, makes the toss over to Pellegrino. Stanley goes down second to first. 1 down in the top of the 6th. Hotly contested game here. It's Petrillo that's going to come to the plate. He struck out twice. He had a single, bunt single, his last time up. Papura. And again, bluff at the bunt. Called strike. Volpe on deck. Petrillo at the plate. Papura. Ball down low in the dirt. Certainly making Colin Riley work for it today behind the plate for the Rams. A lot of balls down in the dirt from both pitchers today. Papura looks in. 1-1. Ball comes up a little short. 2-1. 1 down. Beautiful afternoon here on the campus of Marshfield High School. Another ball low. Count goes to 3-1. Papura deals. There's a ball that's put down, foul ball down to the third base coach. Coach Niles from Hingham. Papura looking in. And there's a little ball that's popped out. It's going to run into foul territory. Count's full. 1 down. Colin Riley, a busy guy behind the plate, as mentioned. He's had to chase some foul balls. He's been blocking balls in the dirt. Busy afternoon for number 2. Petrillo now. Full count. Papura. There's a ball that's launched deep. Deep, deep, deep. It's going to go over the head of Sullivan. Ends up at second base. Ball that just kept carrying. So Petrillo's on second base. Volpe at the plate. He came on in relief in this past inning, ended up with 3 strikeouts. Go ahead run on second. There's a ball that's going to go out of play. Strike 1 to Volpe. 1 down. Ball high. Count goes to 1-1. One down. Potential go-ahead run with Petrillo on second base for Hingham with one out. Papura looks in, pitching from the stretch. Volpe at the plate. Ball bounces, going to get down to the screen. And Petrillo takes a big wide turn. Riley gets the ball to Papura. So we've had an error and a pass ball, wild pitch actually. That bounced up over the head of Riley. So Petrillo stands on third base with one out. 2-1 count to Volpe. Ball down low. Riley able to keep it right around him. Petrillo took a couple steps off a third. Here's a pitch that ball's going to go. Riley chasing and makes the play. Nice defensive play by Colin Riley. Able to chase that one out of the crouch and catch it right before the backstop. So a fly out to the catcher. 2 outs and the runner on third, Petrillo, who didn't think about tagging there. Riley was really only about 20 feet away when he caught that one. So this is Leif. Got a called strike, delayed on the outside corner. 0-1, 2 down. Go-ahead runner standing at third base. Leif has been hit by a pitch, and he flew out to left field, and then he flew out to right field. So he's got a big situation here. Papura looks in. And there's swing and a miss. A swing and a foul ball down into the dirt. Shadows are making it difficult to pick up what happened there. So it's 0-2 with 2 outs. Leif looking in. Catcher's on deck, Rizzo. And a slow pitch. Sheehan comes up gunning. Nice play by Pellegrino. Somehow able to pull down the wide throw and tag the runner. So Pellegrino with a big play there. Big defensive play. Rams get themselves out of that one. No runs come across in the top of the 6th for Hingham. Runner gets left on third base. We have played 5.5. It is 4-4. We'll be back for the bottom of the 6th. Thanks for joining us on Marshfield Community Television.
MCTV's coverage of Marshfield High School athletics is proudly presented by Breakpoint.
We're back for the bottom of the 6th inning. Volpe's going to stay out on the mound. And it's Picarion, the right fielder, comes to the plate. He's a senior. Bobby Picarion. He got on a walk his first time up. He flew out to the catcher his second time up. A little pop up to the catcher. There's a ball. It's going to be called strike. 1-1. Picarion readies. He swings. Ball's hit out to the second baseman. High hop made for him. And Picarion's down. Ground out to the second baseman. That's how we start this bottom of the sixth. It's going to bring Sullivan to the plate. Sam Sullivan. Sullivan today is struck out, and he grounded out to the third baseman his last time up. He's a junior, playing second base today. There's a ball that's lofted high. Shortstop calls for it. Makes the play. Mcgowan puts that away. So a pop up to the shortstop. 2 up and 2 down for Volpe, who came on in relief in the 5th inning. It's the third pitcher of the day for Hingham. This is Sheehan. Patrick Sheehan looks at a ball outside. He has walked and scored a run his first time up. Had a ground out to the shortstop his second time up, and he flew out to left field in his most recent at bat. Here's a ball fouled off. Count evens at 1-1. We got 2 outs. Tie ball game. Ball in the dirt. Skips back to the screen. 2-1. Here's a ball that's hit back to the screen, back to the pitcher. Volpe's just going to toss it to the first baseman, and that's how we're going to wrap up here. 3 up and 3 down in the bottom of the 6th for the Rams. We'll go to the 7th inning in a 4-4 game. Thanks for joining us, Marshfield Community Television. We'll be right back to see how this one ends up.
MCTV's coverage of Marshfield High School athletics is proudly presented by Breakpoint.
You guys played today?
Oh yeah, we did.
How'd you do?
We won.
Good, congratulations.
So we're back for the top of the 7th inning of a tie game, 4-4. Louis Papyrus out on the mound. This is Stanley. This is Rizzo, the catcher. The top of the 7th. Count goes to 1-1. Two and one. Louis Papura. It's his 3rd inning. Came on in relief of Afanasu. Got a ball high, 3-1. The leadoff batter. This is Rizzo. Rizzo walked. He's flown out to center, and he struck out looking his last time. Here's a ball that's going to be launched up. Sheehan calls for it. Able to put that one away. So pop out to the shortstop, Patrick Sheehan. 1 out. This is Mcgowan. He'll be followed by St. Ange. Papura looking in the shadows. Here's a ball that's launched out. Center field. Murphy right there. Puts it away. So a fly out to center. 2 outs. This is St. Ange. He has struck out twice and got on a fielder's choice and scored a run, which at the time was a go-ahead run. He scored the 4th run of the day for Hingham. He takes a look at a strike. Top of the 7th in a tie ball game in the Patriot League. Rams looking for their first victory of the season. There's the ball, the tie. Hingham comes into this one with a record of 3-3, 2-3 in the Patriot League. Had a win in their most recent game over Silver Lake. There's a ball in the dirt. Count goes to 2-1. Got 2 outs. Right fielder at the plate. There's a called strike on the outside corner. Count evens at 2-2. 2 outs. Ball in the dirt. Three and two, 2 outs. Here's a ball that's put in play down to Cooley. Bobbles it. He's going to have to be quick with the throw. He gets him. Another great play by Pellegrino over at third. Cooley able to hang with it, come up throwing. Pellegrino digs it out and stretches. Stays on the bag. Good afternoon at first base for Dylan Pellegrino. So the Rams have an opportunity to win this one in the bottom of the 7th. They're tied at 4. Nothing across in the top of the 7th for Hingham. They went 1-2-3. And Louis Papura's got a chance to come out with a win if the Rams can connect here and bring a run home. He'll pick up the win. Come back with us. We'll be with you for the bottom of the 7th.
MCTV's coverage of Marshfield High School athletics is proudly presented by Breakpoint.
Wearing out a path, huh? we're all set here. We're going to go to the bottom of the 7th. Rams have an opportunity to put this one away if they can bring something across the plate. Volpe stays out in relief. He's been effective in the 2 innings prior. This is Cooley that comes to the plate. He scored the first run of the game and scored the tying run of the game. He takes a swing, big cut, and a miss. Another swing and a miss. Harry Cooley down 0-2 here in the bottom of the 7th. Takes a ball inside, 1-2. Cooley. Swing, stays alive, foul tip. Ends up in the chest protector of the catcher and down to the dirt. 1-2. Cooley singled in the first inning, came around to score. He lined out to the third baseman, his second at bat, and he walked and scored the tying run, the 4th run of the game for the Rams in the 5th inning. 1 for 2 with a walk. Harry Cooley, he's a junior. Star soccer player, talented offensive player on the soccer field, creative. Takes a look at another ball inside, count evens. 2-2. Nobody out, leadoff batter in the bottom of the 7th. Cooley stays alive, fouls off another pitch from Volpe. Murphy on deck. Cooley offers, pops the ball up. It's going to go out of play. He's tough out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Rams looking to get their first victory of the year in the Patriot League. It has not been easy. And there's a ball that's hit down to the shortstop who makes the play on the run. He's going to throw the speedy Cooley out. He dives to first. He's out. Harry Cooley gives you all he's got. So he goes down. Nice play by the shortstop. Came in and guns out Cooley. So this is Dylan Murphy with a chance. He struck out. He's flown out to right. He had a single his last at bat. Murphy takes a look at a ball down in the dirt. Count evens at 1-1. Dylan Murphy's a senior. Playing center field today for the Rams. He swings, ball's up in the air. Catcher drops it. Some new life for Murphy. Catcher Rizzo unable to squeeze that one. Murphy offers, slow hit ball, hop from the shortstop, makes another nice play. Mcgowan. Ball took a funny hop right before it got to him. He picked it up and gunned out Murphy. 2 up and 2 down in the bottom of the 7th. Colin Riley comes to the plate. He's 2 for 3 on the day. Singled and scored a run in the first inning. Singled in the third and struck out looking in the 5th. Any of the strikeouts that were looking today, I have to question. Umpire has been very generous when the batters have had 2 strikes on them. Consistent on both sides, mind you, but very uneven strike zone today. As a swing and a miss. Hit a ball in the dirt. 0-2 now to Riley. Should Riley get on, it'll be Pellegrino next. There's a ball down low. 1-2, 2 outs. Volpe winds, throws, and strike 3. Throw down to first. Riley goes down on strikes. Rams go down 1-2-3. In the bottom of the 7th, we're going to go to an extra frame. At least. My man Dylan, just when you thought it was safe to go home, you get an extra innings. So we'll go to extra innings. Score tied at 4. Thanks for joining us on Marshfield Community Television. We'll be right back with the extra frame.
MCTV's coverage of Marshfield High School athletics is proudly presented by Breakpoint.
So how many? Oh, so we'll just keep going until.
Are they late in that one? They have to be late over there, right?
Yeah. It might be over. Because I think Marshfield was ahead. Yep. Yeah. Really? Bobby's my son.
We're in extra innings here today, coming to you live from the campus of Marshfield High School. Hingham and Marshfield tied at 4, top of the 8th. Louis Papura stays out there on the mound. Bobby Falvey at the plate. He's the third baseman. First pitch, called strike. Falvey today is popped out to the shortstop. He walked and scored a run. Had an RBI single his last time up in the 5th. He launches a ball that's going to land right in front of Quinn Sullivan. So a leadoff single from Falvey. It'll be Nolan that comes to the plate. So single for Falvey. Nolan grounded out to second. Got on an error on the catcher and struck out looking his last time up. Falvey on first base, representing the go-ahead run. Ball outside. Louis Papura came on in relief. This is the 4th inning. He's in there. Jack Afanasu started this one. Gave up 3 runs in his 4 innings of work. Papura came in the 5th. He's giving you 3 solid innings. And this is Nolan, first baseman. Falvey on first. As the ball jumps out in front of Riley, it's going to be a foul ball. Count evens at 1. Getting late. JV game just ended. Marshfield won the JV game over Hingham today. Unsure of the score. It's behind us. I do know they won. Congratulations to the JV team. Papura deals with a man on first base. Count of 1-1. Nolan, left-handed batter. He's going to bunt, and he bunts it foul. They're saying it's fair. And the umpire and the catcher, Riley, is jumping up and down, saying there's no way that was fair. Bill Battis comes out, wants an explanation. Riley is convinced that ball was foul. Going to make for an awkward moment when the catcher gets in front of the umpire here. Umpiring has been less than ideal today. Falvey on second. Nolan ends up on first on a bunt single. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. Connor Stanley at the plate. He's going to bunt, and he bunts it foul. Stanley is flown to left. Got on a fielder's choice, shortstop to second, and grounded out to second his last time up. He's going to bunt that one foul. It's 0-2. So Papura needs to deal with the man at the plate. He's got him down 2 strikes. Runners on first and second. After a controversial bunt play, the call on Riley will tell you was foul. Here's a ball that's hit right into center field. Falvey rounds. Murphy's going to throw home. It's going to get cut. The go-ahead run comes in. So Falvey comes around and scores the go-ahead run here in the 8th inning. Nolan on at second base. Sorry, Stanley. Stanley on at first, Nolan at second. Still nobody down here in the 8th inning. There's a bunt right in front of the catcher, back to the pitcher. His only play is to first, and he's safe. Bases are loaded, no out. Billy Battis coming out to the mound. And that's going to do it for Louis Papura. Had some quality relief innings. We've got a new pitcher coming into the game. Coming in with nobody out and the bases loaded in the top of the 8th inning. Relief pitcher is going to be Sam Bernard. Stepping into a pressure situation here. So it's going to be Petrillo at the plate. The new pitcher for the Rams, Sam Bernard, just a sophomore. Comes in, bases loaded, none out, top of the 8th inning. Hingham just went up by a run. Here's a ball, first pitch swinging. Sullivan flips the second for 1. That's all he's going to get. Another run's going to come across for Hingham. So fielder's choice. 6-4, draws in the run. Runner on first is Volpe. He swings at the first pitch. That's going to get up and out of play. 1 down. Hingham's taking a 2-run lead here in the top of the 8th. This is Volpe. This is runner goals. Ball hit well out to left field. Sullivan on the run. Can't make the play in foul ground. Matt Layoff at the plate. Gets another life. Volpe on first. Got on a fielder's choice. Another throw over. Matt Layoff at the plate. He's been hit by a pitch. He's flown out to left. He's flown out to right. And he grounded out to the shortstop. 0 for 3 with a hit bat. He did score a run in that first inning. There's a ball high. He's going to get away from the catcher. Volpe's down to second base. Two runs in, top of the 8th. 6-4. Hingham takes the lead here. Got a runner on second with 1 out. Ball outside. Bernard just in. Counts 2-1 with 1 out. So count evens at 2-2. Stanley standing on third. He's a called third strike, big strikeout for Sam Bernard. Runners at second and third, 2 outs. Ball outside. Rizzo at the plate. Rizzo today has walked. He's flown out to center field. He struck out looking, and he popped out to the shortstop his last time up. Bernard deals, and a little excuse me hit back to the pitcher. Bernard makes the throw, comes in and does some fine relief. So the Rams will have some work to do here. (6-4). as we go to the bottom of the 8th.
MCTV's coverage of Marshfield High School athletics is proudly presented by Breakpoint.
Probably in the dugout. Relaying this to Frank. If you'd like to know.
Just making sure I have the score right.
Oh yeah. What inning are we at right now?
We're at the bottom of the 8th.
Oh, okay.
So if Marshfield doesn't tie it up, so
All right.
or we'll go ahead.
Hopefully they don't tie it up or go ahead. I don't even care.
Nothing in between. No tying it up. So we're going to go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Rams need to come up with at least 2 runs here. 2 to tie, 3 to win. This is Pellegrino. Pellegrino swings at the first pitch. It's popped up. Going to be grabbed by the pitcher. So 1 out. Bottom of the 8th. This will be... should be Grindle. We'll see. Yep, this is Riley Grindle at the plate. Takes a look at a strike. John Volpe in a position to win this one for Hingham. Came on in relief. He's pitched well. He's throwing gas right now. 1-1. Hingham looks to squeeze out a victory on the road here in extra innings. Ball 2-1. Here's a ball low. Count goes to 3-1. Grindle is struck out looking. He grounded out to third base his second time up and struck out swinging his third. He takes a look at a strike. It's going to make the full count, 3-2. Rams trailing by 2 here in the bottom of the 8th. Extra innings here in Marshfield. Bonus baseball for you on Marshfield Community Television. JV game has ended. And there's a ball hit right to the first baseman. Rams are down to their final out. This will be Quinn Sullivan at the plate. Swings at the first one, fouls it off. Hingham 2 strikes away from taking this one on the road today at Marshfield High. Ball inside, 1-1. Ball outside. Another ball down low. 3-1. 2 outs. Counts 3-1 to Sullivan. Called strike low. Ball low. Base on balls. 2 out walk in the bottom of the 8th inning. And the tying run comes to the plate. This is Picarion. He has walked, popped out to the catcher, and grounded out to the second baseman. Bobby Picarion, the senior, is playing right field today. Volpe looks in. Picarion hits the first one over to right field. Long out of play. It's a ball in the dirt. It's got to go down to the backstop, and Sullivan's going to make his way down to second. Takes a wide turn. Needs to be careful. His run only gets you halfway through this lead. Hingham scored 2 in the top of the 8th to take a 6-4 lead. Picarion. Count 1-1. Swing and a miss. At a fastball, 1-2. Marshfield down to their last strike here. 2 outs. Runner on second. It's Quinn Sullivan. It's a ball high. Couldn't get him to chase. Count goes to 2-2. Should Picarion get on, it'll be Sam Sullivan that's coming to the plate. It's a called strike 3, and that's going to do it. So that's how it's going to wrap up here for Marshfield High today. Rams go down without any runs in the bottom of the 8th. Hingham takes a 2-run victory by a final score of 6-4. Next game for the Rams will be at Whitman-Hanson on Friday. They will be back here next week on Monday. And they'll be home Monday against Plymouth North. They go to Silver Lake on Friday. Hingham will be headed to Whitman-Hanson on Friday for what should be a good game. That's going to do it from here. Final score for the final time. Hingham 6, Marshfield 4. We had to go to extra innings to do it. I'd like to thank our cameraman Dylan and thank Heather back in the studio. David Snow signing off from Marshfield High. Thanks for watching Marshfield Community Television.
MCTV's coverage of Marshfield High School athletics is proudly presented by Breakpoint.